We're good. We're good. It's all right. We got it. Okay. Little rough start here, but we're back in it. Ball over to the side. That is a missed shot by Ashton. Here comes Posnack, moving the ball up the court quickly. Posnack moves the ball around. Up and foul on foul on Mark, number 1. Foul on Mark Mann, number 1. Here come the Wildcats. That Grayson Allen with another 3. I'm sorry, Grayson Coleman. Plays like maybe Grayson Allen. And it is 8-0. There's a steal. Bucket up and in. Quick 10-0. And Posnack will take a 30-second. And here come the Wildcats. A great start to the game. That is a full timeout from Posnack. Milken is Posnack is playing great basketball. It just happens to be that, first of all, I mean, Coleman has hit 2 threes. No. All right, we are back in here live. Posnack will take the ball up. Milken set up in a 3-2. Excuse me, LA Club United in a 3-2. Trapping in the corners. There's a steal by Grayson Coleman. Here come the Wildcats and their set offense. There's a 3. That's off right. Rebound up and in by by Ethan Frank. 12-0 Club United. And that's going to be a foul. Foul on number 15, Ethan Frank, for the Wildcats. And it is 12-0 here, halfway through the first quarter. Posnack brings up the ball, looking to get something started here. Nice little weave at the top of the key. There's a 3. That's off. Rebound by the big man, Ashton Nordiani. Here come, a little stutter step. A little Euro step, left hand, up and in. Very nice, Coleman. 14-0. Posnack getting a little frazzled. And that will be a 30-second timeout by Posnack, looking to regroup. The Wildcats lead 14-0 here early in the first quarter. And that will be a foul on Ethan Frank for the Wildcats. Posnack will inbound the ball. Posnack with the ball, working around the outside. Looking to penetrate. Great take under, and that's going to be a great take underneath. And a foul on Levy Warner. Foul on Levy Warner for the Wildcats. Wildcats getting into a little bit of foul trouble now. That's 3 fouls here in the first quarter. Warner will step up to the line, see if he can put some points on the board, and he does. And Posnack's on the board, 14-1. Coming into the game is Joseph Bani Asrali, a senior. And that one's off the back, and here come the Wildcats. Abergel has the ball. He's going to control the point. There's a wide open 3 in the corner. That's off. Rebounded by Noriani. And up and in by Ashton Noriani. The lead extends to 15. Posnack has a 3-on-1 break now. Can they capitalize? The 3 in the corner. Little behind the back pass. Fancy from way downtown. Saved by Posnack. The ball is still live. Great play by Evan Oppen to keep the ball alive. There's a steal, and it's gonna stay on this side of the court for Posnack. Full platoon substitution for the Wildcats. 5 in, 5 out. Fresh legs into the game.
And we have Posnack bringing down the ball.
Wonderful. Welcome Aiden into the booth. Aiden's been in the booth for about 2 games, but his headset has not been working, so it's good that he's now actually able to help add a little color to the play-by-play. Wow, up and under, great move. Oh, what a great rebound, and that's gonna be a foul. Evan Oppen is rewarded for that save on the last play with 2 free throws. Foul is on number 5, Lev Gonen. And Oppen now will go to the line shooting 2.
And while the points may not be on the board, you gotta compliment that unbelievable layup attempt. That looked pretty damn cool.
I agree. It was a real up and under. And the first free throw is in. And the second one is a little bit off. So 16-2. Coming into the game is Jonathan El-Kayem, the senior guard for the Rams. And here come the Wildcats with a whole new look, a whole new team coming in at this point. Ball's gonna be swung up, moving around underneath the basket. There's a miss, here comes rebound for Posnack. Jonathan El-Kayem handles the ball at the top of the key. Swinging over to Eden El-Malik.
And I want to welcome to the booth tournament director, Kevin Braverman, who's going to be assisting us in the booth and on the book.
Aiden, here we go again.
Now, Kevin wasn't here for the first bit, but Milken had a dominating performance.
And the score would indicate that. Posnack had a pretty good performance earlier today, although they came up short. But they seem to be playing at a much higher level team right now.
That's right, Kevin. And right after that full platoon squad, we're wondering when the next time we're going to see Grayson Coleman touch the floor. He came in about the first 3 minutes, had 8 points, 2 threes, and a quick little up and under, and was subbed out by the coach. Hoping to see him again in the second quarter. We have Posnack bring down the ball, 5, and it looks like there's a foul. That foul is going to be on number 5, Adam Ben Shmuel. Forgive me, Lev Gonen. And it looks like there was some kind of confusion on the court here. It looked like the coach for LA United was yelling, "Don't foul, don't foul, don't foul," and was misunderstood as foul. And coming in for LA United, we have Grayson Coleman, and it looks like a few other players from the starting squad. And that is good for number 24, Guy Shlomi. Gonna roll it in here, 4.9 seconds. There's 3, 2, Coleman. Oh, and right off the back of the iron. That would have been nice to end the quarter. The quarter ends 16-4, LA Club United leading the game. Again, in the Memphis Invitational, there's no 1-16 game. These are two excellent teams battling it out. And we'll be back in 1 minute. And in the intermission, I want to invite our scoreboard, Moshe Davidowitz, to please join the broadcast and give us thoughts on the game.
Exciting game so far. Definitely a little bit more scoring than actually we've seen in a couple of the other games in action today, especially in the first quarter. But not coming from Posnack, mostly coming from Milken.
Hey, Moshe, why don't you explain to me what happened as if I wasn't here for most of the first quarter?
Is that because you weren't?
Because
that would happen. Right, so Milken's defense has been swarming. It's been very, very, very active, getting a lot of steals, getting a ton all over the place. So they've been able to do that and capitalize by actually scoring those. Unlike the previous games you were watching this court, it was Mag and David. They weren't able to capitalize on a lot of those turnovers they were causing from their great defense.
Yeah, clearly it looks like Posnack may be outmatched. Is that the case?
I don't know. I think it's a little bit too early to call. I think once they get their shots warming up, they've had a lot of shots that have rimmed out. Could be. Now back to Aiden.
Thank you, Moshe. And we're setting up here for an exciting second quarter of basketball. The LA Club United Panthers, the #1 seed in this year's Memphis Invitational, faces off the Posnack Rams, the #16 seed. It looks like there's some confusion on the court. It looks like LA stepped out to get the ball, but there's some disagreement whose ball it should be.
Moshe Davidowitz taking control of this game, Aiden.
You can really see his leadership that comes with the fine students at Yeshiva University.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah. Not only that, the well-dressed manner in which they strut onto the court.
Yeah, he turned that thing right around.
What's even more important is that he controls the time. So when he left his stage to go onto the court to talk to the refs, there really was no starting without him. And we have the guards from Posnack bringing it down. Oh, and a little steal. Looks like Grayson Coleman's gonna bring the ball down, looking for the cutter, finds the bait, finds the three-point line, and the board comes down. Again, looking for another three-point opportunity here. No need to really stretch this lead here for fun, and they find it. That's number 12, David Emrani. David's a senior guard for LA United. Almost lost the ball there. I think Posnack struggling to bring it down the court, and violation, time violation. Oh, excuse me, it's a timeout. Posnack has a little 30-second break here, trying to talk it over. Maybe assess a way to break this infamous LA.
Is this another 30?
Just took a 30. So they have one full one? They use 4 timeouts? I thought it's at least 3. They use 2. That's 2 goals. Christ, it's just that good.
To highlight some players for Posnack, Matthew Fuhrer is a junior, and he's really controlled the ball since the start of this quarter and really the entire game. He gets a little handoff and a travel. Tremendous defense there coming in from number 3, Nadav Abergel. Oh, excuse me. Nadav Abergel's actually wearing 13 today. 3 would be Dean. We're gonna go with that. Grayson Coleman finds the middle. Beautiful little put up there for Ashton Javahari. It's a very large team if you look at the numbers for LA Club United. You have Dean, who's 6'1", Ashton, 6'2", Grayson, 6'2", Ethan, 6'4". There's a lot of height. Kevin, what's your thoughts on just the mere size of this LA Club United Wildcat team?
Yeah, they don't look like they're in a high school tournament right now. I mean, they are big, fast.
Oh, there was a little. Looks like they're LA Clippers United, and it's stripped. They were struggling to find a shot. It was stripped. Posnack trying to control the ball on the way down here. We have Matthew Fuhrer kick it to number 24, and bang! Guy Shlomi for another 3 points. Really dominating that Posnack scoreboard. There's a turnover. It looks like the tide may be shifting for Posnack as the momentum gathers their way. Let's see if they can break this infamous press and see where we go from this. Coming up on this court soon will be, before we get to that, let's get to this thing, to this game. Posnack looks like they lost the ball, got the ball, lost it again, and then got it again. They're dribbling it down. Number 20 kicks it to number 24. That's Guy Shlomi. Almost hits another one, but looks like he was fouled. And is he injured? Oh, that would be a massive, unfortunate loss for Posnack. Foul on Grayson Coleman. He looks to understand the call. Agrees with the ref. I don't see any disagreement on his part. Guy Shlomi tries to add to that resume of already, I believe, 5 points. And Michael Wartman looks to check in after the shot. Guy Shlomi gets that shot. Ooh, and he's looking hurt. Let's see if we can get a trainer over here. And there was a very aggressive timeout called by Coach Ryan Coleman.
30-second timeout.
Ryan Coleman is the father of number 10, Grayson Coleman. He seems to be very upset about how the play's going. Kevin, could you maybe get a little bit listen into what he's saying there?
Let me try. No, I can't hear it, but it clearly they looks like Posnack made a little run over here, and LA needs to make some changes.
Well, that's clear. The game went from 1 point. I think they went on a little 5-0 run there.
Yeah.
Which, when you've only scored 8 points, that's a very big run.
most of their points in the last minute.
All right, inbounding the ball, we got Ashton. And forgive me if I butcher this name, Javahari.
I think you did great there, Aiden. That was
All right, and Coleman hits the middle, and he finds number 15, Ethan Frank. Ethan Frank is the biggest player on the court right now, staying 6'4", 170 pounds. And he found, oh, they get the ball back, and Ethan Frank again for another two. And it looks like that timeout was productive in the sense that they have now, and another steal. Wow, what a pass by Grayson Coleman. Tried to find the cutter. They're looking, he looks to get around them, a little stutter step in and out. And Chuck tries to find a player. Two players seem to think it was going to them, and it split the offense, as they say sometimes.
This LA press has caused 2 turnovers in a row for 2 unanswered buckets. And Posnack is starting to feel the pressure.
Ashton is coming out of the game right now. Looks to want to talk something over with Coach Coleman. And we have Fuhrer running the point again. Fuhrer hits it to his guy Shlomi, but seems to not be able to find it. Fuhrer cuts in, looks to spin around. I've never seen a shot quite like that in my entire life, I'll be honest, but it was unsuccessful. Coleman brings down the ball and kicks it out for another three. Is it good? Ooh, way short.
But he was determined to take that shot, Aiden.
He knew that shot was going up before Coleman even got the ball.
Oh, yeah. Posnack gets the ball back, and they'll inbound. Correction. LA will inbound the ball.
Wow, what a play by number 21, Daniel Warner. He had a little 180 and one layup there. Very impressed. And he'll be shooting one for a three-point play, trying to stretch his lead to 20 points. Oh, he missed it, but Grayson got the rebound and put it back up for another two. Kevin, how many points is that for Grayson?
Looks like he's got 10 points.
Oh. Oh, and Grayson got another pick. He goes up to and adds, attempts at another two and missed the shot. Board back out. Somehow gets the ball back and put up. Now, it seems as Posnack might want to call a timeout to talk things over here, but no, coach is confident with his team. As number 20 comes up and over, a little too hard off the backboard.
They are having trouble, Aiden, with this swarming LA defense, turning the ball over and giving them easy buckets.
And even with the LA three-point percentage being so low, you're still able to get the board, and that offensive rebounds are adding up for 2 points every single time there's a miss. Kevin, as once a star collegiate coach, what would you say to your team in this situation?
I would say we have to find a way to box out and get rebounds and stop giving them second chance points, but it's easy to say, Aiden. It's not easy to do when you're playing a team like LA.
And it looks like there was some kind of a pass down there to Daniel Kahanim, but went right off his fingertips and then off the leg of Posnack. Now that they drew it up, but it's their ball at the top of the key, so no harm, no foul. Little pump fake there. 5 cuts to the middle. He looks out, another shot. And they're looking for these three-point shots over and over again, which is so interesting because I hate to say, Kevin, it doesn't look like their day. Their inside shot is so strong right now. Yeah, Kevin, any thoughts why they keep reverting to this three-point attempts?
But again, they're getting their second chance points, and that's why they're winning. LA is swarming, and Posnack is just having trouble responding.
And we have a foul on Joseph Bani Israeli. Israeli is a senior guard.
No, I think that's the wrong team. It's this guy right
Again.
here. Oh, you're right.
And it's been a few years since Kevin was in his collegiate coaching days, so he sometimes gets confused between the papers.
That is correct. That is right.
When Kevin actually had the position, not right before Coach Penny Hardaway, but there was a few years there the Memphis Tigers just needed someone to bring in a new energy, a new defensive coordination, and they looked down the streets of East Memphis, Tennessee, and they find Lori Lane sitting right there with Kevin Braverman in his front lawn, ready to take the position and change Memphis into the team it is today. Now, number 12, Matthew Fuhrer, had another little free throw there, cutting the lead to just 25. And while that may seem like a lot, we've seen Posnack's ability to fight and go on these small mini sprints of runs, allowing them to just cut the score down in chunks. I wouldn't be surprised if it was closer to a 5 or 10 point game by the end of the half in just 2 short minutes if Posnack can get it together.
Well, it's a pretty tall order, Aiden. They're down 25 right now with 1:30 left. That's a pretty tall order.
Ooh, and it looks like the play might have been to Guy Shlomi, but instead it found the hands of Sammy Sittlers, and Sittlers was not able to, Seitlers was not able to get the shot, and picked off by Guy Shlomi. Guy Shlomi looking for someone, finds someone in the paint, but was smacked off the hands of number 5, Lev Gonin. It looks like Guy Shlomi's hurting. That would be a massive loss for Posnack again, as Guy Shlomi has a big bulk of those points and one of the leaders of that big 5-point sprint that allowed them to amass their points they have right now. Oh. They ended up not trying to get a backcourt. And there was a nice little foul on Michael Warman, which is going to send number 13, Nadav Abergel, to the line. Now, Abergel's has some good plays, but none nearly as good as his hair. Kevin, what's your thoughts on those curls with some kind of headband holding them up? It's very impressive the way he plays with all that mass going on top.
Yeah, I used to have that, Aiden, but I can't pull that off anymore.
And what a beautiful stroke by Abergel himself. Posnack's going to bring down the ball. Little dribble move there. 1 minute left. Posnack has the ball on top of the D. Now that 5-point deficit's looking a little harder now than a minute's left the clock. But nonetheless, they're gonna foul. Lev Gonin's. Oh, never mind. They're not going to send him to the line. It's going to be below the bonus. Your pass at the top of the key. It's a little high pick. Thinks about the shot. Kicks it out to Fuhrer. Finds the man underneath, but is unable to convert that into either shot or a little outlet. Confusion on who's going to pass it in. And a little drive, nice little drive, and a beautiful shot by Eden El Melech.
Well done, Aiden. That was good.
And while that shot, I don't know how it appeared on one of the 6 beautiful cameras that are recording the game, but that shot was unbelievably impressive just against the mere size of this Wildcats team. 9 seconds left. A little 3-point by the Wildcats, and he hits it. Again, no one's stopping Abergel. First started by Coleman, and to beat the buzzer, unable to do it. No one's been able to stop Aberdrill ever since Coleman came out. Potentially, maybe we're gonna see a little talking over by Posnack over the course of this game. And we'll be back in 4 minutes for the third quarter. And we're going to welcome, again, sideline reporter Moshe Davidovics to give a little opinion and maybe insight over the course of this 3-minute halftime. Moshe, what's your thoughts?
My thoughts about this game are quite simple, I think. I think that it seems like the LA, official LA, what's it called? LA Club United Panthers. The Panthers, Wildcats, whatever their name is, they clearly have a very, very good defense. Their defense has been extremely strong. They haven't let pretty much any good shots. Until middle of the second quarter, the Posnack Rams, they hadn't even hit a single shot in the field, only had free throws. So the significant issue here that Posnack is facing is trying to get these shots up that are good shots and that are going in. Milken's also able to come through. Every single time that they've gotten a turnover, it's been able to put it back up, put it back in quite easily. The key probably, if they're going to try to claw their way back into this game for the Rams, they've got to go and focus on staying disciplined. You can't foul. You can't give them anything free. You got to be able to make sure you never turn the ball over. If you turn the ball over, you're not going to be able to come back. You don't have enough time for that. So hopefully we'll see if they're able to. We'll know quickly in the third quarter if they're able to lock in, make sure they don't turn the ball over. They should be able to get back in this game. Otherwise, it's not looking too good. 27 points is a lot of points to come back from.
And we're back. I want to thank Moshe Davidovics again for his commentary over halftime. We want to welcome everyone back to the #1 ranked LA Club United Wildcats versus 16 Posnack Jewish Day School Rams. The score sits at a 39-12 difference. Now, one might look at that and think that's such a big deficit, it's unattainable to overachieve, and maybe they may be correct in some circumstances, but not for the Posnack Rams. They're notorious for going on runs of 10, 15, even 20 points. Now, we see a little offense being passed around. A nice little kick out to the corner there. Unable to get to three, and it looks like it's off the hands of The guard, number 12, Matthew Fuhrer, bringing down the ball for the Wildcats is going to be no one else but number 10, Grayson Coleman. Now, before we talk about his game, I want to take a minute and admire the sneaker choice. Not only is John Morant considered the king of the city, oh, what a pass, but also just the king of culture in general. And to be sporting the Halloween-themed shoes, it's very appropriate for this year's Memphis Invitational. That was a nice little pass there to number 14.
Now that you brought it home, I think you gotta tie in.
Daniel Kohanim. And to me, that looks like a foul, but I think the refs are going to say it's clean. That was a beautiful block by number 4, Ashton Jabahari. Oh, and the ref and the coach is not happy about whatever just happened. Posnack looks to inbound the ball, kicks out to the three-point line. Probably going to go to that signature three-point shot. Guy Shlomi looks, cannot find it. Kicks to Fuhrer. Fuhrer looks in, a little dribble step, dribble in, dribble out. Little John Morant-esque move, pulls out, and attempts to fake cuss, unable to get it. Coming back down is Coleman. Coleman goes up, over, and a nice little left-handed finish there. I think it's another that brings Coleman's total to 12 for today. 14. Very impressive stat. And even with the score, LA Club United's coach seems infuriated.
He's up 31, reminder.
Now, Guy Shlomi may come off as big and just strong in the paint, but except for that pass, he has unbelievable court vision and just the ability to dribble in and out of the lanes, which is something you don't typically see from people his size at the high school level. He's going to get a little rest that limp that unfortunately happened in the first quarter. Looks like there's going to be a pick. No pick. Coleman comes to get the ball at the top. Looks to hit the cutter. And a travel. Good call. Ashton Javahari.
Keep trying, Aiden. You're so close.
Kevin, if you want to jump in with any assistance at all, that would be much appreciated.
Oh, yeah. I'm in, my friend.
Kevin, also, I want to note, while the basketball's been great throughout the tournament, the food has been on another level. Today's lunch featured food that I've never seen at a tournament before. I've really reserved that food for upper high class 4 to 5 star restaurants, and I just want to do a shout out to whoever did that menu and whoever's son assisted with doing that menu, because those are really tremendous picks right there.
And Aiden, I will also point out on that note that unlike other tournaments, we're providing meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner all the way through the tournament.
Well, I don't even feel the need to point that out. I believe that should be standard, Kevin, so.
I agree.
It looks like Posnack called a full timeout, trying to gather this game before it's out of reach. The lead.
Posnack is down to 1 full timeout, Aiden, for the rest of the game.
Yeah, the lead seems to be staying stagnant at 31 points. So if you're looking for a plus, that's it right there. And we hear that warning buzz. It's time for the game to start back up. Interesting to see what squads they come out with. And it looks like both teams are full force, bringing their starters out. Wildcats attempt to close this game out early and secure their spot in Tier 1 for tomorrow's game. Inbound successful to Fuhrer. Fuhrer is guarded by Coleman. Looking around, looking for a cutter. There's no cutter, but then he looks at the three-point line. He's able to get a little pickoff. Drives in, little sidestep. Gets it to his teammates. But what's impressive, more than the Wildcats' offense, is their defense. They've locked down the paint for Posnack and has forced them to that three-point line where they've been unsuccessful thus far. You gotta watch that backcourt line.
And yet another turnover.
Ooh. And a busted potential for a cool layup in the open floor. A nice little three, unsuccessful, but a nice putback to make it successful by Ethan Frank.
It looked like he was in the air for, he probably needs a pilot's license for that.
True. And there's no better, ooh, and a lob thrown up there for Grayson. Almost there. Grayson trying to achieve that top 10 Memphis Invitational play, which will hopefully be coming out later tonight. And taking a step away from the game once again.
Let's do that. I like that, Aiden.
Yeah.
I like to step away.
The competition in this tournament has been tremendous thus far. We saw the Cooper Yeshiva hometown Maccabees able to overcome and upset the Fazman Yeshiva. And there's a little Posnack three today, earlier. And because of that, the Cooper Yeshiva will face Berman. Berman's ranked number 2 in the tournament, just one below the Wildcats. And excited to see how the star-studded team of Jack Kampf, Benny Frieden, Daniel Gahane, and the X-Factor Benji Schubert takes over in that game.
It was an exciting game, Aiden. Good to see the hometown Maccabees win one.
And just peering over on the other court to keep everyone posted, TABC just defeated the Rochelle Zell Lions. Tigers, my apologies. Guy Shlomi goes to cut in. Unable to, tries to find a three-point, and that, again, that Milken defense is just too strong. That two is good.
Milken is causing one turnover after another, and it's leading to easy points.
Now, Kevin, what percent would you give that of good offense to good defense? That's the real question here.
I think their defense is good, but I just think they're playing at another level, and Posnack is having a hard time keeping up.
Kevin, I'm no mathematician. I'm no mathematician, but that didn't sound like a percentage to me, to be honest. Seems like there's an issue with this mic, so I'm going to say he gives that a good 98% offense and 3% defense. I'm not sure how that math adds up, Kevin, but...
Oh, yeah.
Now, an untold story of the tournament is number 11, Eden El-Malach. Now, El-Malach, ooh, big three by Milken, but El-Malach was actually part of the Posnack bowling team. And after seeing such a tremendous stroke out of his bowling, after bowling a perfect set, 10 strikes, and then getting a gutter ball, he's recruited to the basketball team as a shooting guard. You can see that bowling abilities in that ability to keep the ball in right there as he subs out right now.
I was gonna say he looks like a bowler.
That's the kind of inside information you get here at the Memphis Invitational.
That's right.
Oh, and it looks like Joseph Bani Israeli was getting a little too excited about the ball there.
But the pressure is there, Aiden.
Oh. Oh. And stays excited about it.
Yeah.
Getting another foul. How many fouls is that, Kevin?
That's 3 on him.
That's 3 fouls. 2 more and he's out of here.
2 in under 30 seconds.
And unfortunately, after fighting through 2 strong defensive plays, forcing the foul, drawing the foul, they decided to take a few steps. Maybe they just wanted to walk. Who knows? Kevin, any thoughts on that one?
Well, the same thing's been going on all game.
And a little attempted alley-oop layup there, but unfortunately was no good. Big three from Posnack, and a little off to the right there. And again, not only was there that 98% and 3% offensive defense, but a part of that 98% that Kevin gave, totaling a grand total of 101%, would be the offensive rebounding. They're getting every board on offense, no matter if they miss. For example, here,
They get
missed.
the ball right back.
Right back. Try again. And bang!
Second
They're getting
chance
two
points.
chances at the basket every single time. It's impossible to win off that.
That's right.
And unfortunately, a little miss there. Ooh. I don't even know what happened quite there. Ooh. That's number 5, Aiden Ben Shmuel, like the name regardless, who got a little push there and then led to an Ashton Noriani basket. How many points is that for Noriani?
An easy bucket on an inbound.
Kevin, you have how many points that is for Noriani right there?
That's 4 points for him.
Wow, and 4 great points that is.
It sure is.
Big three here.
Wow.
And it's good. What are they gonna do? That's the second three for David Marat something. David. Yeah, David. That's the second three for David right there.
Duv Devani. That was a 2.
Again, David did as many shots as he wants. He shoots it, he misses, he gets the ball right back. It's free play, it's Papa Shot, which is also offered this year at the hotel. Outside, please enjoy. In the 10th side for all players, registered guests, and friends that are registered.
Noriani, another bucket.
Posnack trying to beat the buzzer here. 2, 1, good if it goes.
Oh,
Bang!
the bucket.
Bang! To cut the lead to 41. Beautiful shot there by
El Kayam.
Jonathan El Kayam. Joining us for this quick intermission, we have David Mashinsky, star photographer of the tournament, for his thoughts and insights on the game.
Some good basketball right here. This is not as good, but it's pretty good. Pretty good competition here. We've had some really close games. I've noticed some standout players. I don't know any of their names yet.
Would you sign them to NIL deals?
Huh?
Would you sign them to NIL deals?
A couple. To some NIL deals with Ricky's Cookies.
That's right.
And Eastgate Shopping.
Now, for people that don't know, David is actually someone who travels around the globe, going to different AAU tournaments. He was just at Overtime Elites tournament, scouting the next few NBA prospects. And it's a pleasure to have. It's a pleasure. Oh, big three here by Milken. Unable to get it.
Yeah, and I'm really impressed by Milken's coaching today. I mean, just their offense is so fluid. They're running a lot of off-ball action, and it's beautiful to see, honestly. They execute very well.
And while he hasn't got so many minutes, what's your thoughts on Grayson Coleman here? Grayson came in as a star recruit, and track for any coach playing him is definitely tracking his play style. So what's your thoughts on how he's played in the first couple minutes of the tournament?
Yeah, what I've noticed is he has great hands, especially on defense. He's anticipating a lot of passes. That's why he has so many steals today. And then sees the floor really well. Makes the right reads and right passes, and obviously can shoot the ball.
And that was a great little addition to the scoreboard there by Nadav Abergel. Yeah, no, Grayson had a good few looks today. But really, I want to give the props to Abergel himself.
Ooh, wow.
He's really held down the game while Grayson's been out.
Yeah, and for Posnack, I would just say they just need to use this game as a stepping stone. You know, maybe go watch some film via the stream here, and just use that to perform better next game.
And that was a nice little three there by Jonah Gordon. I believe that's his first basket. Oh no, that's his second basket of the game. First three. Would love to see him get initiated in the offense a little bit more. But again, there hasn't been much initiation needed as they nurse that 44-point lead going into the fourth quarter. David, have you seen any teams today that you really think would be some nice competition to watch against this year's Wildcat team?
I liked North Shore. Those are the green jerseys, right?
Yeah, that's North Shore.
So I liked I don't know the kid's name, but they have a point guard, shooting guard. He's might be one of the best ball handlers in the tournament, and he was getting crafty, getting to the rim.
And that's interesting, but one team you neglected to mention when you're talking about Wildcat competitors is this year's Cooper Yeshiva Maccabees.
Oh yeah,
Star
Benji Schubert, breakout year, I think.
When you have the X factor of the tournament at your fingertips, I mean, you could see such a commanding win by the Maccabees today. They didn't even use their X factor. They have the freshman phenom himself, and he didn't even have to touch the floor, resting him for the big game against Berman, hopefully coming up next.
I mean, I have him on my draft rankings for 20 whatever it is, and I was just talking to my guy Anish at Draft Express yesterday, and he's thinking about putting him in the top 50 in the rankings.
Top 50.
Nationally.
I'm saying it's really going to depend not only on his intellectual growth, but also his physical growth. Sporting a 6'3" height, 200 pounds at a freshman, that kind of size is something which people dream of.
And I've heard that Cooper has an amazing nutritionist, and that's why his build is he's
dangerous.
in perfect shape.
Dangerous is the only way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, the athleticism is there, the size, the wingspan. I've never seen a wingspan like that in my life. So.
And
yeah.
Yep, and it's another player to mention is Blyer. Blyer came in today. He had
He shot the ball once.
Yeah, and he commanded an end to 2 different quarters coming in at this end. When you need defense, some people think of Kawhi, some people think of Wemby these days, new player in the league. Personally, I think of Blyer. There's no one who I think is defensive madness like the game of Blyer. But to get back to this game, we have Mark Mann shooting little free throws here, trying to keep the lead under 50.
And Milken's using this opportunity to get their second unit some reps here, get them some experience with the advantageous lead here.
Even with that miss, Dave, I'll be honest, I've really been loving what I've been seeing from Ashton Noriani. Niriani. It's been really great. No, he's number 24. He had the 2 big buckets in the second and third quarter, and then he had the confidence to shoot that 3 there, which is something you don't always see from people ready to get down and dirty in the paint, but something I love to see here in the Memphis Invitational. Dave, we talked about the food today. Usually that cuisine you only find in 4 to 5 star restaurants. What's your thoughts on this year's Memphis Invitational menu and new addition of a Thursday meal?
That was an amazing layup by Mark Mann right there. That's the second. That's a second one, acrobatic finish like that. The buns were amazing with the.
There was meat inside those buns.
Yeah,
they were thick. It was delicious.
What's it called?
Brisket.
Brisket with the brisket. Chicken was good. The dairy-free cookies, the red velvet cookie is really good. So, parents watching at home, don't worry, your kids are being fed very well here at the tournament.
And as this quarter hits the 3-minute mark, the score hits 72-25. Well, three's a little off, but again, the offensive rebound, and we're gonna get it to my main man.
That's your main man?
Yeah, Noriani he's yet to find the three-point net today, but he's definitely found the confidence in the shot, and that's really what drives success. I believe Kobe said that, actually.
He might have. I'm not sure.
Coming up soon will be the post-game and pre-game show by Moshe Davidowitz. He's going to be breaking down.
He's going to do a little dance for you guys on camera.
Get excited is all I have to say.
And then he's going to attempt a backflip off the bleachers.
Moshe has been practicing this for weeks at his time at Yeshiva University. He's been utilizing the 4th floor library, jumping off all kinds of surfaces to practice this, and we're excited to see how that came into fruition. It was crazy he found time to do this between all his other activity, but if you think Moshe, you think of someone who's good with time, and someone who's an upstanding citizen, standing up to all people who do stuff.
Mark Mann, number 1 on Posnack RAMS. I see a lot of upside, only a freshman, but he seems to be one of the positives here today.
And there's a 3. It's up and over by number 15, Asher Belfer.
And after this game, we have Cooper versus, who they play? Berman? Oh, Berman.
And you can see on the other court here, we're having a bird's eye perspective here in the Memphis Events Arena. We can see the X Factor himself getting some warm-up shots in, ready to take the stage and dominate per usual.
Benji Schubert.
Benji Schubert, also known across the tournament as the freshman phenom.
Never forget when Moshe Davidowitz dropped 50 points in the Cooper tournament, or in the Memphis Invitational. Excuse my language.
And that's it for David. I appreciate your time here, and we're gonna begin the pregame show shortly. Moshe's gonna join us for the last minute of this game. Moshe, what's your thoughts on the game as you've been heavily invested over the course of today?
I think that this game, look, it's exactly as I said during the halftime show for everyone listening. I said they needed to be perfect. Posnack needed to be perfect to get back into this game. It hasn't happened. As the 3 goes up, no good. But again, the story of the second half has been offensive rebounds.
Moshe, I want to say there's been some Posnack improvement there. That's true. A shot went up, did not fall. Defensive rebound.
Defensive rebound, but that's been a rare thing today.
Could this be the turning point for Posnack in the game?
Maybe they could bring this. Maybe they'll bring this into the next game in the Tier 2 bracket. But for right now, we only have 30 seconds left. It looks like they're not going to do anything else. They're going to start lining up, and I think this is the equivalent of a kneel in football when it looks like everyone's standing over here on the side. They're just going to dribble this one out. No more shooting. It's a good game. 74-25 your final.
Again, we want to give props to Posnack for their unbelievable attempts to break that press, which is known around the country as almost impossible to do so, and still being able to get those three-point shots up against that defense. The paint was just impenetrable for Posnack.
Sometimes these 16-1 games, sometimes they can feel like it's totally overmatched with a bad team. But this game, it didn't feel like we had two bad teams. It felt like we had two good teams. One that performed a little bit better today. That's kind of what it felt like.
And I'm excited to see how Posnack takes on this Tier 2 bracket as they We'll tip off the game tomorrow morning.
I'm not.